And yeah, it was rough. I would like get up, but I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I was maybe getting around about an hour or 2 hour sleep maximum a day. And then and that's before the real insomnia kicked in. And yeah, it was just horrible. Like I said, I kept on feeling like I was going to be sick all the time. I kept on having to make myself sick. The only relief I could get was if I sat in a bath, and I have no idea why. I still bath to this day. But when I mean sat in a bath, I mean sit in a bath. And I mean, I'm talking 17, 18 hours a day I was sat in that bath. No, it's not good for you. Trust me, it's not good for you. It certainly doesn't make you that clean. Um, it was really weird. I had really horrendous agoraphobia. I couldn't go outside. I'd walk downstairs to fill up a water bottle with water, and I'd go back upstairs and I'd sit in the bath, and I'd try and listen to music. I couldn't listen to music. I would, just start feeling like I was going to vomit again. Get out of the bath. If I got out of the bath, I'd jump straight in the shower. I would just feel so cold straight away. It was horrible. And this went on and on and on. I spoke to the doctor. I couldn't go to the doctor. So there was no way I was leaving my house. But I just could not get out of the front door. So speaking to the doctor, and again they're saying, are you sure this is anxiety? I'm telling you now, this is anxiety. Like, this is the worst I've ever felt it in my life. And this went on for weeks, every day, every single day, and I had no idea what was causing it. I had no idea what had caused it. What ultimately, what string broke, and that put me in a very, very, very dark place. It's the first time now. I've always had suicidal thoughts. It's something that I still deal with today. Not today, but in present memory, present time. And the cross between thoughts to ideation was really, really, really bizarre. And it's hard to reflect on how you really felt, because I don't really remember how I felt, because I was just so numb and emotionless. Like, I just didn't care. I did not want this feeling. I was done with it, and I just, I started making up when, how, everything. And then I started getting better. I don't know why, but when I started thinking about this stuff, it was almost like an alarm bell. And I had lost a load of weight. I went down. I certainly wasn't a gym buff, but I was 17 stone, trained 6 times a week, worked really hard at times to get a good physique. I think now I'm 12 and a half. I think I've got a little bit of it back, maybe about 13 stone. And I just lost it all then. And then, I got back to work for a couple of days, and then it came back again. And again, I had no idea why. I hadn't started drinking alcohol, and this was just before my birthday.